You can have good beats, you can even have popular type beat channel, but if your Instagram page is not set up properly, you will lose money every day. And this is important not only for guys who sell only through DMs, this is also for guys who have BeatStars and who sell through BeatStars. In both situations, having good Instagram page is crucial. I'm Mordarski and I will help you make your first K selling beats. What are your most popular mistakes in using Instagram as music producer? Because I did some digging, I checked out a lot of producer profiles, and these are most popular mistakes you really like to do, okay? If you can relate to any of these things, your Instagram page sucks and you need to watch this video, you need to change it, okay? So, at first, you try to use your private personal Instagram page to sell beats. So you just have photos of your dog, photo of your girlfriend, you post that you run a marathon, and then you post, yo bro, I got 20 beats for 20 bucks, yo, do you wanna buy? Yeah, your girlfriend, your cousin and your aunt are for sure gonna buy your beats on your story, man. So the second mistake, you have some dedicated Instagram profile, but you have no photos, no profile picture. Generally, you look like a bot from China or something. Maybe you show some beats, you have some kind of Instagram profile, but you anyway don't post any personal content, you don't build any personal brand, so you just look like some bot posting beats at this point, because everybody these days can post few MP3s to his profile, okay? Sometimes you also don't have any proofs of your work, and some of you don't have any proofs of collabs with working with any rapper, but some of you already have some collabs, already worked with successful rappers, and you don't put it in your stories, you don't put it on your posts, you don't put it on your reels, and nobody can find your achievements. The other thing, you also don't put any link to your BeatStore, any link to your YouTube, anything. You don't connect your Instagram page to BeatStars, which means if somebody wants to throw money at you, wants to buy 20 beats from you, and he would just love to give you some money, there is no way that he could. And the other thing, you just post some personal content, you have dedicated page, you may even have some links, but there is no way to really listen to your beats not leaving Instagram. So somebody has to leave Instagram, go to Google Drive, go to YouTube, go to BeatStars to check your beats, but there is no way to just listen to your beats through Instagram, which is really irritating because I use Instagram. So yes, I want to stay on Instagram. I don't want to go to your stinky link tree to check out your beats, bro, okay? I want to go to your reels and hear what are you onto, okay? Are you a trap producer? Are you even a producer? Maybe you produce country beats. So yeah, these are most popular mistakes that you repeat every day on your Instagram profiles. So as I mentioned, if you can relate to those mistakes, let's just repair your profile and let's start making money with your beats, because this is really sad to waste money in this ridiculous way, okay? What is purpose of your Instagram page? At first, Instagram is industry standard to communicate, to build connections between rappers and producers and between generally musicians, okay? Instagram DMs are the most important tool, the end, okay? You can't argue with that. All conversations between producers, rappers, some, I know, sound engineers, they start on Instagram, okay? In other industries, it could be a little different. Maybe they work by, I don't know, WhatsApp. They, call on the number. Maybe they go on email. Maybe they use, I don't know, TikTok DMs. I don't care. If you're a musician, Instagram DMs are your ways of communicating with people the best way. This is industry standard, okay? And the second role of your Instagram page, this is your branding card, okay? The role of your Instagram page is to show people who the fuck you are. People checking your Instagram page want to know who you are, okay? When people go on my page, they want to know who is Filip Mordarski, because they saw my beats, maybe they saw my videos here, and now we go to my profile. Yeah, I would love to know more. I would love to know something more about this guy. Okay, I would love to know how old is he, has he got a girlfriend, like what are his beats, what he's onto, is he a nice guy, maybe he's not, I don't know. Do you want to know something more about me? That's why you try to check me on Instagram, okay? And that's the best way for people to just get some information about some business, okay? Because I'm thinking about my profile as about running a business. Your Instagram page is just your website, okay? So you have those websites of a lot of businesses, a lot of people from a lot of industries, and on their website they just show who they are, what is their mission, what is their purpose, what are their products, okay? And that's what you need to do on Instagram, period, okay? Even if you're gonna tell me, but I've got on WordPress this one website that is actually Moralski Beats. No, I don't want to check your fucking website on WordPress. Nobody wants to do that. You just need to accept the fact that if people are looking for information about somebody, they want to do this through Instagram, okay? You want to buy a car from some business, you will probably go on their Instagram, because it just seems kind of more real than their website, because, you know, they control 100% of their website, but they don't control that much their Instagram. And by the way, it's easier to check somebody through Instagram, because just click search and whoa, you got that, okay? So it feels more safe than checking the website, okay? And the other thing, just think about it this way. So you want to go to barbershop, you check their Instagram. You want to buy the car, you check their Instagram. You want to buy some hoodie from some new brand, you check their Instagram. You want to get a girlfriend, what the fuck do you check? Do you check her LinkedIn and Twitter profile? No, you check her Instagram, my friend, okay? So yeah, every time we want to buy something, know something more about somebody, we check Instagram. So accept it or not accept it, people will 100% judge you by your Instagram profile, and you can take advantage of that, or you can just accept the advantages of not using that. You need to understand that as a producer, even if you don't like it, you are just running business that strongly relies on your brand. Some people will build brand with their face, as I am doing right now. Some people build their brand strictly with music and with their sound. But anyway, you have some personal brand and you run business with that, okay? So we need to start thinking if we do something with our business, we need to start thinking as more regular business than maybe selling beats online, because this is vague thing that we're selling. Nobody really knows what we sell. MP3s, licenses, mixing, like, you know, what actually producers sell. Nobody knows. Okay, so let's start thinking about, for example, selling hoodies. So how would we run our page if we run some hoodie business? If we generally make some dope as fuck hoodies and we want to sell them, we now have to set up our website. So we also set up our Instagram page. So what will be on this website? At first, generally creating our website, creating our Instagram page is just answering questions, because when people get interested in your stuff, they have millions of questions and they want to find answers. So the first answer is for who you are. I am producer. I produce XYZ beats, okay? A second thing is what do you provide, okay? So generally your product. Let's sum it up to product. So at first you want to tell your people, yo, I'm making hoodies. My product are hoodies, t-shirts, and generally clothes, okay? So we got already 2 questions answered. Now, the third thing, proofs of your work. People want to know if people who get your products are nice. And look at all successful brands, all successful generally, you know, all successful businesses in the world, okay? What do brands selling clothes do? So we're generally talking about hoodies. What would you do with your hoodies? You would like to put your hoodies on the most beautiful people, the most successful, the most happy people in the world, and show them on your Instagram page. You want to have proofs of your work, because look at all those successful brands. It's not only about clothes. Even if people are selling some, you know, some cosmetics, they show some beautiful Instagram models. If they want to sell you booze, they show this football player that is also very successful. If they are selling you some new game, they will probably tell some, I know, some geeks from the playing games industry that this game is really cool or something. I know I don't really play games, but I'm probably sure. So yeah, if they're selling you like anything, I don't know, some Durex, like condoms, they will show you also some beautiful girl that is telling you that, yeah, this is great product, okay? So all successful companies have proofs of their work. They want to show proofs of their work, not only in advertisements, also on their website, on Instagram. So what can we do about our proofs? You just show rappers who use your beats, okay? And you want to have as successful rappers with as good songs as possible on the profile. This is necessary. So that's generally how it adapts. You want to show some proofs of your product. You want to show that people who use your stuff are happy. Okay, this is a really key point. If we run this hoodies business, we also want to show core of our thing. So what is the core of our business? This is the person or persons who run the business. So in this case, if we sell hoodies, it doesn't matter if we sell hoodies, iPhones, if we sell our beats, our face, okay? We want to show our face in this way or another. No matter what kind of personal brand business we run, we want to show our face. We want to show who is running this business. It's for selling hoodies, it's for selling beats, it's for selling everything. Look at Steve Jobs, motherfucker, how he sold iPhone, okay? Next thing is just preview. If we run hoodie, we would love to have some preview, so we just show our product. So we are not generally giving product away for free, we're just showing a sample, a preview. So yeah, in this case, it's just photo of hoodie. We want to show that, yeah, we got this dope hoodie to sell. We as producers, our product is then generally licensed, okay? It's licensing or custom beats. So our preview is just showing our beats, okay? So yeah, just if we apply it to producing, we just want to show our beats is this way or another. This is, by the way, some people will think that they will steal from you. No, bro. Because if they steal from you, you can just remove their songs from Spotify. We need to show our stuff, okay? We need to show those previews or Instagram to just show what the fuck do we offer, okay? And the last and most important point, way to give you money. If we run Instagram business with some hoodies, with selling OnlyFans, with selling, I don't know, supplements, anyway, there has to be way to give us money, because in the other case, people love us, people want to give us money, and now what? So let's think about hoodies, or I don't know, think about, okay, it will be a silly example, but it's even better than hoodies. Think that you are an OnlyFans model that is running this great page that's making those guys thirsty as fuck watching her profile, and now there is no link. So they are just, you know, they want to buy her OnlyFans, and they have no idea what to do now, okay? And what they are supposed to do. Just, you know, the only option left is just typing DMs, but if you don't answer DMs directly, they will lose interest. So, have this in mind. Imagine that you are running this fucking OnlyFans thing, and now you just leave your clients loving your products with no way to give you money to get your products for real, okay? Because that's what producers do. You don't leave any link to your BeatStars. You don't even give some information how do you actually sell your beats, maybe through DMs, maybe with PayPal, maybe with Stripe, maybe with Cash App, whatever. You are not telling anything about it, you are showing no way to give you money. So people get excited, people think that you're really nice producer, a really nice guy, they would love to work with you, but they have no idea how to buy from you. They have no idea, they have no direct way. The best thing is running BeatStars when they just go directly to your BeatStars and now they buy it right now, okay, passively for you. So yeah, these are 6 important things that you need to include in your business. And even if we are talking about producing, okay, so this is focused on producing, but even if we are talking about any other kind of business, it would also be the most important part of running your Instagram page. Okay, now I will show you literally step by step what would I do if you paid me like $1,000 for setting up your Instagram page, for generally, you know, improving your business. The first thing I would do would be just creating a name for a profile that is attached to your other nicknames from the internet. So if you're, I don't know, if you're like me, Mordalski Beats, I started my business with Mordalski Beats, my Instagram is Mordalski, and you know, if you're like Over the Sun Beats, you would love to have a name like Over the Sun on Instagram. So you want to make sure that your Instagram name is similar to your nickname from YouTube, from TikTok and other platforms, okay? The second thing would be proper profile picture, okay? Because we want to show our face as quickly as possible. So you just grab a phone like that and you make photo of your face. That's like, I made it kind of differently. My Instagram profile looks a little bit different because it's more complicated, as I had to set up this phone in the corner. Anyway, you just grab your phone, make photo, boom, put it to your profile picture. That's what I would suggest you to do for $1,000 coaching, okay? Third thing is proper bio. And that's when we get to the most important stuff, because now, at first, there are a few side points. What has to be in perfect bio? At first, that you are a producer, your genre probably, that what actually you do, that you're not some multi-genre bullshit. You want to have your code, so you want to tell, you probably want to make it clear in your bio. If you're for example just selling beats, so like, you know, selling a lot of type beats from YouTube and you don't care, or maybe you're a serious guy who wants to get million streams, who wants to get to Billboard, you want to make sure that this information is in your bio, or at least in your this, you know, highlighted stories. At least I got some of this stuff in highlighted stories, so this is also for bio and also for highlighted stories. Okay, and important thing in your bio is some small CTA. So for example, you tell them DM for custom beats, DM for beats, DM for fresh beats. Okay, go to the link for beats. You want to give some, what is CTA, by the way? Call to action. So you want to call your people, call your followers in your bio to do something. Maybe you want them to download your beats and give you emails. Maybe you want them to send you DM. Maybe you want them to buy from BeatStars. You want to make it clear, make sure that they know what they are supposed to do as your followers in your bio. Okay, now step number 4, I will just make some Linktree. I cheated on Linktree before. I thought something about Linktree, but yeah, you don't need Linktree, but you want to have your most important links in the profile. Okay, so for some people it's BeatStars, for some people maybe some landing page for, I don't know, emails, for some people it will be some other YouTube channel. You want to understand what are your important links and you want to put them in your bio. Okay, next thing I will do, highlights. What you want to show in highlights is, at first, your collabs. I spoke about proofs of your work, so yeah, you show proofs of your work, specifically in highlighted stories, because in Reels people who have to look for that, they will get kind of confused, but you just make this highlighted story compilation, my collabs, my achievements, and then you have some, I don't know, collab with an Ellie Choppa or something. It doesn't matter. Don't be shy, show everything you got. If you're a beginner, it's better to show some bullshit than to show nothing. Literally, if you want to, it's better to show some song with 20 views on YouTube than to show nothing. Let's make sure that people know that people already like your beats. If you don't have proof of your work, that kind of sucks, but then you can kind of skip this part. In highlights, you also want to make some playlists with your beats probably, so people don't have to scroll through your reels, and they can also check it in highlight stories. You can also add something specific for you, so maybe you're a producer but you also love going to concerts, so you make some highlights that you were on concerts, that you got some photo with some popular rapper, I don't know, some shit like that. But the most important, make sure that your proofs of work, if you have them, are in your highlights. Okay, that's literally what I would do for $1,000 worth of coaching for you with your Instagram page. But if you still want me to guide you through this, if you just want to get into really autistic details that are not good for everyone but will be good specifically for you, so I will just identify them. I will show you literally what to do step by step, like right now, and I will just go to your Instagram page. I will tell you, make this photo, this photo, this photo, make this highlight, show it here, put this link here. If you want me to guide you like this, just go to my Instagram and book a call with me. So you just DM me call. Okay, DM me call on Instagram and we will set up some little strategy call, and I will just get really deep into explaining you this stuff. You can also subscribe me here on YouTube. That's all for today. Bye.